Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife and welcome to the beautiful Copper River Princess Wilderness Lodge. Now this can be a little bit different of a trip than we've normally done. We are here for 2 nights, but we've already been here for 1 night. We stayed here last night, and it is a mix of a little getaway and a work trip for Sherri. We'll tell you all about that kind of stuff. This is an amazing space. The lodge sits on 200 acres that looks over the Wrangell St. Elias National Park. Fun fact, Sherri, it is the largest national park in the United States. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
There you go. Beautiful views of mountains, lots of like hiking trails, lots of things to do. And we thought while we were out here, we would show you this amazing lodge. But day number 1 for us is just getting started, and there are 2 things we have not yet had today, Sherri.
Coffee.
And?
Breakfast.
Exactly. Let's get both. So breakfast is going to be down here in the 2 Rivers restaurant. This is neat. Sherri just pointed this out. I didn't even see this when we walked in. They have a little just kind of signboard here on the host stand. It says adventures out there with the balloon from, or with the house and balloons from up. Okay, so it looks like we have a couple options here. We have a breakfast buffet option. Then we've got just like some menu options, biscuits and gravy, steel cutouts. We have a reindeer skillet, yum. Some drinks, So it's kind of a cloudy day today. When we got here last night, it was sunny and beautiful and all the mountains were out. Still, quite the view here from the restaurant to enjoy breakfast. Okay, breakfast has arrived. I went with the biscuits and gravy. Sherri Beth went with toast and reindeer sausage, and then she's gonna have some of my biscuits and gravy. And before I even have my first bite, a mystery fork comes across the table. How is it?
It's good.
Yeah? 2 can play that game. Sherri.
Rude.
As you can tell, breakfast was delicious because we finished everything. Every bite of toast, reindeer sausage, biscuits and gravy, although Sherri did not finish her coffee. What? All right, now the breakfast is done. We are going to work for a little bit. You can see we got a little table over here. Sherri's got her dual monitors. Basically a traveling office ready to go. And I've got to say, the view from the office, not too darn bad. We're kind of in this little like mezzanine 2nd floor area that overlooks their giant great room, and we'll show you more of this space later. But when we got here last night, they had a big fire in the fireplace. The bar is over here. You can see they've got a piano in the middle, and it is just so beautiful. Everything, of course, focused on the views outside of the mountains, the area around us. And also, look how cute these are. Little ottomans for the chairs. There's a bear. And there's a little moose. And then there's also a big bear. That is not an ottoman. All right, time to work for a little bit. Okay, our workday felt incomplete because we did not have these. So I went to the coffee shop, which is downstairs in the bar, and got Sherri and I vanilla lattes. Now, I feel like we're gonna be more productive at work. What do you think, Sherri, is that true? All right, taking a break from working for 1 second because I looked outside and it seemed like the sun may be trying to peek out, and the mountains, while not fully visible, are a little bit. So I wanted to come out here and show you this. I'll zoom in here in a second, give you a better view of the mountains out there. But right here on their little patio, they do have this little placard that shows what we're looking at. Mount Drum, 12,000 feet. Mount Zanetti, 13,000. Mount Wrangell, 14,000. And then Mount Blackburn over here, 16,000. You can kind of see the base of the mountains, like right over there. Obviously the top still covered in clouds, but on a clear day, this is absolutely beautiful. And they have a huge seating area out here. Lots of chairs, lots of benches. They even have one of these like viewfinders right over here that you can use to look at the mountains. On this side, we have more chairs. And then a little bit later, we will walk down because there's a path over there to another kind of viewpoint overlook that is really, really pretty. All right, now back inside, back to work. Well, I just got off like an hour-and-a-half long Zoom call, and I started lunch. Sherri ordered me lunch while I was on my call. I got a burger. I was gonna vlog it before I started eating, and then I just started eating. So sorry. Sherri had a chicken Caesar salad that she said was really good, and the burger is also really good. Plus, Love that. All right, Sherri's back. I told him you got a chicken Caesar salad. It was good. Yeah, my burger was delicious as well. Okay, so I'm done with work stuff. Sherri Beth is actually still working for a little bit longer, but she has sent me out on a very, very important task. You guys know that we love getting our national park passport book stamped. Well, I feel like we always leave the house and forget it. And we forgot it this time. However, they actually have a Wrangell St. Elias like national park station not too far from here. So Sherri has sent me out to go get one of the little paper stamps that we got in like Glacier Bay and that we've gotten I think in Skagway as well. So that's where I'm going. I'm bringing you guys along so we can go check out the Wrangell St. Elias National Park Visitor Center. And as I am heading out, you can see a Princess Cruise tour bus heading into the lodge. I didn't realize how close the visitor center was to the lodge. I just plugged it into my GPS and it's only like 5 minutes away. So that's kind of nice. I'll be there quickly. So here I am at the Wrangell St. Elias Visitor Center area. You can see there are a number of buildings, including bathroom buildings over here on the left. But I think the visitor center we're going to is that building straight ahead. So it looks like what we have here is the Cultural Center building over there. We have a theater building right here. We have the main visitor center building there, and then an exhibit building over there. And I think we're gonna walk out there before I leave because I can see some plaques out there. Looks like maybe a scenic overlook area. As you're walking into the visitor center, one of the things they have right out front are these free Wrangell St. Elias maps. That's cool. And right inside the front door, they have a giant guest book, and next to it is the passport cancellation station. This is what I'm here for. And just like that, we can put this in our national parks passport when we get home. You can see they have a really nice gift shop here in the visitor center as well, with lots of different items. I did find the travel stamp that I want. That will go with this, our cancellation, in our national park passport. And they have Wrangell St. Elias postcards. You guys know my love for postcards, so have to get some of those. I really like these mugs, the pottery mugs with the Wrangell St. Elias on there. I don't know if every national park has those, but that would be a cool national park mug collection. And here is the rest of the visitor center. You can see they have a number of things over here, just kind of exhibits, things you can check out, touch. Oh, the always fun scat exhibit, very funny. And then different hoof prints. No Sasquatch, interesting. And then they have the display here of the mountain range around us. I like the way they did this with the different pelts of the different animals. You can see we have ermine, muskrat, mink, marten, river otter, silver fox, cross fox, red fox, beaver, lynx, and wolverine. And then they have them all just kind of hanging here. And some instructions. Please touch with the back of your hands, because the natural oils from your fingertips can damage them. And then over here on this table, we've got all sorts of skulls, antlers, horns, different things here. Okay, that's a really nice little visitor center. There's lots of things to interact with. It's not huge, it's actually pretty small. However, there is quite a bit there. A lot of information about Wrangell St. Elias, the surrounding area, obviously. One of the things that is great for me, Sherri and I are Alaska Geographic members, and so anything that I purchased in the gift store was actually 15% off. So the sticker, a couple postcards, saved a little bit of money, which was nice. And now, before I head back to the lodge, I think I'm gonna walk out here to this little view area. And similar situation with the view from the lodge today. The mountains kind of shrouded in clouds, so not totally out, but on a perfect day, this is what it would look like. Mount Drum, basically right there. Mount Wrangell kind of over here off to the side. Both of them, though, this is interesting, both of them volcanoes. However, you can see Mount Drum, kind of that peak iconic look. Mount Wrangell, more rounded. The younger Mount Wrangell is a shield volcano. Broad Dome Mountain, mainly built of oozing lava flow. Mount Wrangell is still an active volcano. And on calm days, you can see steam rising from its summit. Yeah, I live here in Alaska. I did not know that. Mount Drum, a stratovolcano. Potentially a very explosive volcano. Wow. Oh yeah, look at that. Crazy. So there you go. Also, I don't think the green color is going to show up on camera like I wish it would, but this whole valley spread out in front is just beautiful with all of the different shades of green. And I love that this is only like 5 minutes from the Princess Lodge. I don't know why we haven't stopped here before. There actually is a cultural center that I would like to go to here as well, but I really want to save that and do that with Sherri. So stopped in the visitor center, got the passport, but definitely on one of our future trips out here, want to stop back in here and do more of this when Sherri can be here and enjoy it with me. Speaking of Sherri, let's head back to the lodge and see her. And just like that, I have arrived back at the Copper River Princess Wilderness Lodge. And as you turn into the property over here on the right-hand side, they have like their employee village. This is where all of their seasonal employees live over here. They have different houses and different lodging for all of them. I'm back and you can see Sherri. You've set up your little office now over here by the fire. You're cold?
It was freezing in there.
It was cold in the bar. The fire is nice though. One thing I appreciate about this lodge is that they have things like this around. Umbrellas, because they know that sometimes they get liquid sunshine at the Copper River Princess. So we realize we haven't even given you a room tour. So we're staying here in room 148. So let's go in, show you around. So we checked in last night. So the room is not perfect because it's lived in a night by us. We didn't do the room tour as soon as we checked in. So you can see there's the front door. Just to the left, there's this little closet area. Sherri's got her jacket hung up. I do love that they give you a box fan. I like that a lot. And then there is a dresser right here with a little coffee maker, some tea, things like that. There's a mirror there. In here is the bathroom. Nice big bathroom. Also really high ceilings, which I love. Over here we have the shower, bathtub. They do have shampoo, conditioner, body wash in there. Comes with a Sherri. Best feature ever. And in here we have just kind of a TV there in the corner. There is like an AC unit down there, which is nice. We have table and chairs. Window over there, I'll show you out that here in a second. Nice, very comfortable king bed. And Sherri, the pillows.
Good pillows.
Not something we find in a lot of places.
Right, I brought one from home because we drove here, so we just threw one in the back of like my pillows, but like I didn't really need it. I mean, I used it, but I didn't need it because these are good pillows.
Never happens.
Right.
The view outside of our room, mountain range would be right there. There's like a little lookout area down there I want to walk down to here in just a few minutes. And just some cool touches, like the leather headboard. I love the kind of lodge look around there. Also, big fan of ceiling fans. I didn't intend it to be like a pun like that. You don't have to laugh at me, Sherri. And then over here, just things like the kind of log-looking chairs, helps it feel sort of Alaskan. And actually my favorite piece of artwork, ironically enough, is in the bathroom. It's an image of the Kennecott Mine, which is not far from here in Kennecott, Alaska. It's just super famous old copper mine, and I love that. So we haven't really told you why we're out here, like what caused this trip. I think it's kind of a cool story.
Yeah.
So one of our viewers, Jenny, who actually came and stayed with us in January, went through a training that I did. Her and her family went on the first viewer cruise. They went on the second viewer cruise.
Yep.
And she has a son, Ty, who just graduated high school like
last week.
Last week. Ty was looking for a summer job, and we were able to help get him connected here. And he got hired here at the Copper River Princess Lodge.
Yeah.
Ty flew into Anchorage yesterday and needed to get out here to the lodge. We were like, we'll drive him.
Sure.
It's only 3.5 hours. So I picked Ty up at the airport and went and got Sherri from work, and we drove out here. Now, the original plan was just for me to drive Ty out here by myself, drop him off, and head back into Anchorage, like 7-8 hour round trip drive. But then we got thinking about it, we're like, wait a second, like, we can work remotely.
Yep.
And so what if we just stayed out here at the lodge for a night?
Yeah.
And that turned into, what if we just stayed out here at the lodge for 2 nights? And so we basically, this trip started because we were bringing a friend out here to start his summer job.
Yeah.
Working at a Princess Lodge.
Yep.
And it was really fun because this morning we saw Ty like just kind of getting started for the day, and it was just, I don't know.
His uniform.
It was so awesome.
Yeah.
So stinking cool. So that's why we came out here, and then we just sort of turned it into a remote work trip.
Yeah.
It's
kind
nice.
of a staycation sort of thing.
It's nice having the flexibility to do that.
Yep.
And the internet. We found that the internet in the main lobby here at the Copper River is amazing.
Fantastic.
Which is really helpful
right.
when you're trying to work. So that was really nice. But that's why we're out here. And we're just kind of enjoying the lodge and enjoying the area. One thing I love about this lodge, and we actually heard it last night as we were sitting in the lobby, they do have a number of independent travelers who come through here.
Yep.
It's not all Princess Tour groups. If you're traveling Alaska and you're looking for a place to stay, you can just book a stay here.
Yep.
And it's great. The food's been good so far. The service is amazing. Obviously,
the room's really nice.
The room is nice. It's obviously beautiful. And I think I want to go kind of explore the grounds a little bit because that's something we haven't really done.
Yeah.
So let's go look around. But before we head out and show you the things kind of around the lodge, I want to show you a couple things that I grabbed from the front desk that I thought were really interesting. They actually have a shuttle that takes you from the lodge to Copper Center, which is like a town here, and then over to the Wrangell St. Elias Visitor Center, where I just was earlier. So if you're out here, maybe you're on a tour and you don't have a car, you're actually still going to be able to get around to all of those things, which I think is really cool. And then they also have this trail map. So around the lodge, you can see the lodge is here, but then they have all of these trails that go all of these different areas. And I love that they have that. On the back, talks a little bit more about the trails, wildlife safety, bear encounters, moose encounters, that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then, basically, these are like, think of excursions, right? You know, excursions on cruises. These are basically like excursions here from the lodge. So you can see there's a salmon fishing by raft. Actually, the prices really are not too bad. $2.99 for a half day, $3.99 for a full day. Prince William Sound Glacier Cruise, which is out of Valdez, which is not too terribly far from here. An expedition of the Kennecott Mine. I love that. Actually, $169 for an adult. That's something I would love to do with Sherri. I went to Kennecott as a kid, but I haven't been there since then. They have a dog sled demonstration ride. They have Copper Country Discovery Tours, wild and scenic backcountry rafting, more rafting, kayak adventures, my gosh, a jet boat tour, UTV nature ride, and then an adventure and hike. So I think it's pretty cool because you could actually come stay here at the lodge and then do a number of those things and kind of have your own Alaska vacation right here in the Wrangell St. Elias area based out of the Copper River Princess Lodge. I absolutely love that. Now, I've got to try to motivate this one who just collapsed and laid down on the bed to get outside and go explore a little bit. Hey, you. You're cute. Want to go outside?
Yeah.
That was not a very convincing yes. It was more of a yeah. You can see the lodge back over there through the trees. Sherri, right there. So cute. And then we have this little overlook area over here. Mountains out there. And I want to show you guys. Do you see that right there, climbing the hill? That is the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. You can see the oil pipeline right here from the lodge. You can see a river down below. I remember coming out here last year when I came out to this lodge and just thinking how cool this is. Just because you get so much of Alaska in one view. You have the rivers, you have the oil pipeline, you have, well, that's Sherri taking photos. Over here, you have the mountains. You got this thing. Wait a second, I wonder if this would work. That kind of works, huh? What are your thoughts on the lodge out here so far?
I like it.
Yeah?
It's really nice. It's really pretty.
I like that it feels remote, and I don't know, I think the remoteness adds to the relaxation and the peacefulness of it.
I agree, because you're really, I mean, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, like, there's this.
Yeah. The only thing we can hear out here right now, river, and birds.
Yeah.
Like, can't hear any highway noise, can't hear like other guests.
Very nice.
Yeah, it is pretty darn wonderful. And here's a good view of kind of the back side or front side. I don't know what this would be. This is the side that faces the mountains.
The view side.
The view side. Exactly. Nice view. I didn't see that they have a couple like shuffleboard pads over there. That is neat. Okay, we're back in the lobby and I want to show you one of my favorite things. I don't know what this piece of art is, but it...
Oh, that's cool.
Right? You can see, I don't know, I love that. I've never seen one of those before. And especially like a place that has such good views. Pretty cool. Now, I think you want to sit by the fire and read. Let's do it. And Sherri just pointed out, they have like a little library area. The Copper River Princess Wilderness Lodge Trading Library. I had not seen this yet. Well, I have my book. Sherri Beth has her book. The fire over here is going. We've got the views out there, out the window. So I think we're gonna take a little bit of time and just read and relax here in the lobby. So we have spent the last, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours in the bar, basically talking to different employees.
I know, it's been so fun.
It has been the best.
Yeah.
What a good crew they have here.
Yep.
And now we are hungry, and it's funny because we spent so much time talking that we almost missed like the restaurant closing.
7 minutes.
We have 7 minutes. We're those people. So here's what their menu looks like. You can see they've got some starters, buffalo cauliflower, ooh, a blueberry teriyaki salmon bites. That sounds really good. They got some soups and salads. And on the other side, for the entrees, you can see salmon, rockfish, a charred vegetable Wellington. Sounds really good. The chicken, and then prime rib. Sherri, there's Ty. He's having his first day, and he's doing so good. And I'm only recording him because I know his mom is going to watch the vlog.
You're welcome, Jen.
You're welcome, Jen. All right, so we decided to share a couple things tonight. We're starting with it's like a pork belly grape balsamic flatbread. This looks really great.
Smells good.
It does smell good, so we're going to dive into that. And this was nice. We actually ordered the chicken to split as well, and they split it and brought us 2 different plates. Looks really good. Look at that. All right, dinner is done. Spent some time just kind of sitting there talking with our friend John, and now we are heading back to our room for the night. And it is after 10 p.m., and it certainly does not look like it is after 10 p.m. We've officially reached the part of the year where just don't look outside if you're trying to figure out the time. Sherri Beth, how was today?
It was good. Got a lot of work done.
Yeah, so working remotely was successful.
Yeah.
I got to say, we got to meet a whole bunch of the staff members here at the lodge tonight, and we commented this to our friends who work here. Everybody that we've met has been so nice.
Yep, it's a good crew here.
It really is. Just that we had the best conversations with them, and just had a really nice day.
Yeah.
So we are going to go to bed, but we're going to keep the vlog going because we want to vlog the drive home tomorrow. We didn't vlog the drive out here, and so we want to show you guys some of the scenery on the drive home tomorrow. So we're going to go to sleep, wake up early, have breakfast, have coffee,
Yes.
then start the journey back home to Anchorage. Well, good morning, friends. It's the next day. We just woke up. We just put our suitcases in the Jeep. Now we're going to have our final breakfast, at least for this trip, here at the Copper River Princess Wilderness Lodge. So here's what we're doing for breakfast this morning. Got a bowl of fruit, French toast, eggs, bacon. Under there you can see reindeer sausage, delicious. Got my little cup of syrup. And Sherri Beth, what'd you go with?
Frosted flakes, bacon, and reindeer sausage.
That is a very Sherri breakfast. Also, I want to know how many of you have been around LeggLife long enough to remember our disagreement on what this kind of melon is called. That was, I don't know, probably
It's called muskmelon.
5 years ago. Did you grow up calling it muskmelon? It's cantaloupe.
It's muskmelon.
No, it's cantaloupe.
Same thing.
Still to this day, I'm right. Well, another successful breakfast is done. All right, next stop before we hit the road, Dragonfly Espresso. because Sherri needs her coffee. Well, before we leave, we are stepping outside one last time because you can see some blue skies around today. The mountain is more out than it was yesterday. You can see the base of it. The top still totally covered in clouds though. Sherri's got her coffee. Our bags are in the Jeep. We've had breakfast. We've said goodbye to our friends. Time to start the journey back home to Anchorage. Yep. Let's go. Just like that, heading away from the lodge. The drive back to Anchorage is about 3.5 hours. A little bit longer if you stop and take photos, stop to use the restroom, eat, anything like that. But you can do it in about 3.5 hours. We are leaving about 8:30 in the morning right now, and hoping to be back about noon-ish. So we do need to stop and fill up the Jeep with gas in the town of, bump in the road, Glen Allen. So that is going to be stop number 1 for us. All right, so we stopped here at the hub of Alaska in Glen Allen to get gas. You can see gas here, $4.49 for regular, almost $4.90 for super. I was at about 3/4 of a tank, so I only needed about 13 gallons, but it was $60, so definitely more expensive than home in Anchorage. We are leaving the hub, heading out on the road. We got a full tank of gas. There is a coffee shop right here you could go to. Also, this building over here on the right, this is Tok Thai Food. Even though we're in Glen Allen, it is really good. They have really good Thai food. I just pulled over because I wanted to show you. This is Matanuska Glacier. You can see the face of the glacier there, but you can see the glacier stretches a long ways back over there. This is probably about an hour and a half from Anchorage or so. They do a lot of glacier tours out here. You can do glacier hikes. I think they have like helicopter tours of the glacier. Pretty awesome, actually. Always pretty to come out here. I just dropped Sherri off at her office to get the car and head home. We left her car at her office, and I am behind the pedal bar here in Anchorage. They got this and brought this to Anchorage, I think last year, so still pretty new here. How fun is that? And just like that, we are back home. So friends, thanks for coming along with us. We just felt like this was kind of a unique adventure going out to the Copper River Princess Lodge, and we thought we would pick up the camera, bring you guys along, and show you such a beautiful part of Alaska, such a beautiful lodge here in Alaska. And thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next LeggLife video.